Last Friday, like most Fridays, I was riding my bike home from work. I stopped to grab some water, and like a good millennial, I checked Twitter. And I received a holy fuck kind of DM. It was from a woman named Lindsay, and she works for this organization called United Talent. They represent some of the biggest names in gaming. And this message, it contained massive news. NICKMERCS signed an exclusive deal to remain streaming on Twitch. Let's get into this. Nick Kolcheff, who obviously goes by NICKMERCS on Twitch, is a massive personality. Since he began playing Fortnite, he's amassed more than 3 million followers on Twitch, almost 2 million subscribers on YouTube, and streams to like 14,000 people at a time. He's got this extremely loyal following, and he calls them the M Fam. And together, they become a monumental force on Twitch and one of the faces of the platform. And so to me, it makes sense that now he's become one of the first ever streamers to sign an exclusive deal with Twitch. And that right there, that ink on paper, that's a huge deal. The details about the contract itself are scarce so far, other than the fact that it's a multi-year deal. But I can't stress to you enough how big of a deal this is in the world of Twitch news, which is apparently something I do now. Look, it's no secret that the life of a streamer can be kind of hot and cold. Obviously, it's glamorous sometimes because hey, you get to play video games for a living. Who wouldn't want that? But at the same time, it can be precarious. You want to take a week off streaming, you're going to lose some money. People aren't feeling you anymore, you lose money again. You've got a cold and you don't really got that much energy, yeah, that's going to cost you too. But not anymore if you're NICKMERCS. This multi-year deal assures him that, much like every other entertainment industry, there's a salary behind all of this. This comes on the heels of that crazy news from last month when Ninja moved to Mixer for a reported $10 million a year.
As of today, I will be streaming exclusively on Mixer.
Back then, I had this sneaking suspicion that this might start a chain reaction, and it's turning out to be true.
It's also good for Twitch, because it'll finally force Twitch to actually compete.
But it was only a matter of time for these guys to start getting locked down. That's what Ninja paved the way for, and that's why Twitch has locked down Nick. This move, it makes streaming a real career path, something with an attainable big salary at the end. You no longer need this kind of superhuman work ethic to avoid the burnout that has plagued some of the biggest content creators in the world.
It was 7 days a week. Now I do 6 days a week. I would make videos. I would wake up, go to my room, make videos, and that was it. And looking back, that was an extremely unhealthy thing to do. My personal well-being or health, that's number 2.
Well, we've streamed video games before, and it can be fucking brutal. Like, you stream, how long do you usually stream for?
So the schedule is like 9:30 is when I'll start in the morning, and then I play until like 4, it's like 6 hours, 6.5 hours, and then I'll take a nice 3-4 hour break with the wife and dogs, and then come back on around like 7 o'clock Central and stream until like 3, 2 in the morning.
Whoa.
And then so it's minimum like 12 hours a day is what we're trying to be, and then I'll sleep for like less than 6 hours, 7 hours.
Do you ever just get like, I would stream for like 5 hours a couple times, and I was like, I'm fucking done for the week. Like, I'm not making YouTube videos. I'm going in bed. I'm done for the week.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've established this is big news. Nick signed with Twitch, and this is sort of a chained precedent started by Ninja. But I do think there are some issues here, and I want to bring up 2 specifically. First, if this is really the chain reaction I think it is, how the fuck is Twitch gonna pay these guys? If the floodgates truly are open, then every big personality on the internet is gonna want a contract, and Twitch is gonna wanna hold on to all of these guys. Because honestly, if I'm TimTheTatman or DrDisrespect, I'm getting in line asking for my multi-year deal.
The number would have to be crazy. It's gotta be at Ninja's level or higher. I mean, it's just a stronger brand, right? Huh?
Look, I know the company is owned by Amazon, but even Jeff Bezos' pockets are not that deep. All jokes aside, Twitch is gonna wanna hold on to all of these streamers, and at the end of the day, they're not gonna be able to sign every single one of them, which means some people are gonna have to jump ship. The second issue here is a little less obvious, but something I wanna bring up. What happens to the little guy? Twitch is obviously this sort of place where you can hit go live, and as long as you're wearing clothes and can bring in viewers, everything's fine. If we're moving into a world where all the sponsorship money and additional funding is geared towards the top broadcaster, then what happens to the story of the Cinderella streamer? The very ethos of what we love about Twitch. Obviously, this isn't the kind of question that I have an answer for, But it is something that I fear as this celebrity machine starts to churn. Do people like XQC or Sodapoppin, these guys with these sort of cult followings that can be a little rough around the edges, fall off in a more corporate version of Twitch? I think this point is particularly interesting when you think of the guys leading this charge, Ninja and Nick. Two guys with very family-friendly streams. If you remember, as Ninja was growing, he made a massive effort to remove swearing from his stream entirely and create a sort of PG environment that was more friendly to families and also sponsors. So with all this in mind, I think this is really something to consider for some of Twitch's more taboo creators. Because the fact is, if you're a parent and you're trying to decide who your kid can watch on Twitch, you're not gonna choose the guy screaming into his webcam. Shut the fuck up! Suck my nuts. Those two concerns aside, like I said, this is obviously a good thing. It's been a lot of years of this revenue sharing bullshit where we've had to watch these massive personalities just burn out in front of us under the pressure of streaming. Even recently with Tfue, seemingly the chillest guy on planet Earth, took this massive break from streaming. And if someone making as much money as Tfue is posting photos of himself in the middle of the night on Instagram, smoking by the water in Florida, then frankly, something needs to change to hoist these personalities up. And that's what Ninja started, and Nick has now continued. The ball is rolling, and it ain't stopping anytime soon.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring that notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.